managing and assessing risk in our lives. And that looks different to everybody, right?
Yeah, very much so. Very,
Hmm.
very much so. Um, so I'm very fortunate. I moved back to my hometown. I moved back to where I graduated from high school, and it's a small rural community, outside of the Dallas Fort Worth metroplex. And so the risk profile that I have will be different than, say the night shift RN nurse who works in an inner city, hospital and is getting off work at, in the middle of the night, but early morning, whatever it is. And so we've basically got to size up our own lives. And as it relates to risk assessment, this is something else I stole from my military experience. And it's easy to bash military outcomes. You can say, oh, well, if it works so great, then things would have gone better in the last few wars or whatever. But typically the weakness isn't in the process, it's in the people applying the process and applying it inappropriately. So I really like what I learned in the military about risk management. And the primary methodology is, let me take all the things in the world I might want to worry about, and just brainstorm them, just, kind of word vomit them onto a list on a piece of paper. But then I've got to take them and look at them objectively through the lens of probability and severity. Because, while, uh, you know, for my own experience, IRGC Quds Force, which is a special operations unit from Iran, maybe I made them mad 15 years ago, and they decided to take the revenge and send a hit squad to my house in the middle of the night, and I've got 12 commandos crawling in my windows. That'd be really severe, but it's extremely, extremely, extremely unlikely. So the
Hmm.
amount of time I should devote to that specific problem set is probably way, 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 way less than solving the problem of me pumping gas while trying to deal with a whiny toddler. And then somebody just around the corner sticking a gun in my face and say, hey, man, give me your wallet and your phone. Because that's less severe, certainly, than having a bunch of trained killers, Colombian drug lords or ninjas or whatever coming after you. But it's way, way more likely. And so probability versus severity is the big thing that people really need to assess. Because I think a lot of folks out there in the training community are training for eventualities that are less likely to occur and maybe
Hmm.
aren't allocating their training time as best they could.